welcome back subscribers, and hello YouTube viewers. On this occasion we're hiring, well not really hiring, we're transporting a motorhome. So the next 3 days you'll see me and my son travelling through Victoria to South Australia. So behind me is the actual motorhome. So this is the motorhome itself. It is a 6-berth Mercedes. It's called a Polaris 6 and it looks pretty good. I'm just going to get a videotape of everything the best I can, and obviously it's one of those things you do when you hire a van, but on this occasion we're just relocating it to Adelaide. And that's her. Okay, so we've planned a 3-day trip. Let's get right into it. And our first port of call is in Portland, Victoria, to have a look at the Portland Cable Tram Museum and also the Portland Car Museum. So please enjoy.
Coming up over
What a cool carriage this one is. So this carriage that we're looking at right now, it's a model dating back to the 1890s, and the year built for this one was 1993 to 95. So this is new but of an old design. Another carriage. So even though it's the Portland Cable Tram Museum, there's a lot of other items here as well. Wow. That's quite interesting. Even back then, they had the no smoking signs. There's your number 179. Geez, they run low to the ground. Oh, it doesn't have it. I think it's still called a bogie for the undercarriage, the wheels. They look like familiar seating. Now next door there's a model railway set. We'll have a look at that next. Oh, there's Santa's sleigh. Oh, this is the layout of Portland back in the day, I'd imagine. Very good. I hope this all comes in nice and clear for you guys. Oh yeah, this is just lovely. So here's the model railway set with Thomas, and I believe that's Clarabelle. Very good. And this one looks very much like what we've just seen in real life. Very good. Aha. Where there's Clarabelle, there has to be Annie. And if you had children that were keen on Thomas the Tank Engine, you will remember all the names, as I still do for some reason. So here's some other model trains. I don't know if I've got that in the picture, but we'll just show you. Very cool. Now this will definitely keep the kids occupied, especially the little ones. I'd imagine for hours on end. And here's a final overview of the Portland Bay area, or the port. Very good. There's a lot of detail in this model. Very, very good. So here we are at the Portland Car Museum. This will be quite interesting. And it opens at 10 a.m. every day. And it's a short walk from where the Portland Cable Tram Museum is. And you can actually catch the tram here. And in the drone, I tried to follow the tracks where the tram does go, and you'll see it comes here. And you can get off and reboard when it comes back later. And the main entrance to the museum is right here. So let's check it out. Now I can tell you right now that we're at the museum now, and the two people behind the counter are absolutely fantastic. They're definitely my cup of tea, and they're good for a good gag and a good joke, but they're very welcoming. And yes, you can take photos, and yes, you can take a video. And I can tell you there's quite a number of cars here. My son is in awe of all this, because I think I've probably mentioned it a couple of times. I'm very proud of him because he's going to be a master mechanic, and he's now in his third year doing the theory, and I think his second year doing the practical. So it's all good news. At least I'll have someone to fix my cars as I age. So please enjoy the rest of this video. I'll just jump in again. I'll go through pretty quickly and take it all in, and then I'll pick a few cars or motorbikes. I'll have a chat with my son what he thinks are the best ones, and we'll get a closer sort of look at it with the camera. I will point out some odd things that I see, like that wooden bicycle with the wooden frame and wheels. Very interesting. A couple of belly carts on the stand there. I guess they call them soapbox carts in the States. Now there are a couple of cars here that look very familiar. Others, no idea. And I can see a very large John Deere tractor in the rear. See, this particular Cortina, I do recall on the road in my very young years as a child, and this one is just terrific. That's a good memory. Have a look at this rocket ship. We'll have a closer look at this one. So it's number 71, and the best part is the signage on the side. Check out that Old Grumpy. Very funny. So it's obviously been modified and more up to date. It's got a much more modern motor. Okay, so I'll just go make my way to the end there. So this looks like the tool shop of a mechanic's store or something, where you get your cars worked on. Hey, check out the old tools. And you've got the display of spark plugs. Wow. Every spark plug under the sun. Oh, if I go too fast, I do apologise. And there's a lot of signage in the background. So this is my favourite, my son's favourite thing so far, the Land's Bulldog. And who would have thought that a tractor would grab his attention? She is huge. And it's been really well restored. Even the seat, I like the back padding for the farmer. At least you've got something comfortable, but wow. Okay, so that's one of the cars we'll have a closer look at. It's a 1939 model, according to the literature stuck onto it. She is a beauty. So if you're curious to see what a Model T engine looks like, this is a 1925 Model T at this museum. It looks pretty simple. And this was donated to the museum, which is great. Give you an idea what it looks like. There's a crank handle, in case your battery's flat. Very simple. I'll press that one more time. Wow. So there you go. So even at the car museum, they've got a Portland Cable Tram on display as well. Well, I have to admit, this district, they must really look after their historical items. People are donating stuff. Nearly most of the signs here highlight that they have all been donated by someone, which is just terrific. There's a favourite with the young ones, the Mustang, and with the old ones. I have to admit, I've always had a soft spot for the 928. I don't know why, but I've always liked them. I recall when I was 18, 19, I actually went to a car yard and could have picked one up for about 16 grand. It wasn't the best in condition, but it was one that was running with a roadworthy. And now I'd hate to think how much they're worth. This is just a 928. If you can get your hands onto a 928S, I think that's the model you really want to get your hands onto. It's just finished a bit better. Oh, Mercedes. What's that, a Daytona Rambler? No, it's Studebaker. Very good. So here we have the Swift, which is an absolute beauty. Very small. I'm just assuming we must have been of small stature back in the day to be able to fit in some of these things. But check out the Messerschmitt. What a beauty. She is lovely. As you can see, there's not too much room in these things. I do like the headlights. This is just one for the motorbike fans. Lovely old Indian motorcycle. 1928, I believe this one to be, from what I've just read. She looks terrific. Now there's also some really great murals, so someone's doing some great paintings. They look terrific. Wow, very good. See if I can capture it all in one go. The old Valiant. Very nice lines. Now, it would be fair to say that this is definitely a bone find, and so it remains. The Nash. Okay. Very good. Now, if you're ever curious on what a rotary engine works, like in an RX-7, for those that recall those sort of cars, this is how she works. Now I'll quickly jump in here, and directly behind the Portland Cable Tram Museum is a free RV campground. There are toilets, there are facilities to unload your toilet and wash out and clean all that sort of stuff, and also top up your water for your shower. Our particular van or motorhome that we're using does have a shower and it does have a toilet, so that was really terrific. We are not sponsored by them at all. It's just something my son and I did. We didn't so-called rent it, we actually transported it from point A to point B. It did only cost us $1 a day. It's a bit hard to believe, but yes, and I'll explain a little bit more in some of the other upcoming videos that we're doing, but there is an option for people to transport these things. It could be anything from a small car to a semi-trailer. So we took the option of taking this motorhome, and as I said, it's $1 a day. You pay for the insurance. On some occasions, they'll actually pay you fuel to transport them, or you'll have to pay for the fuel yourself. So I thought I'd just throw that in there. So here we are nearing the end of this video or presentation. This is just part one of a 5-stop trip we're making from Melbourne to Adelaide. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a great place. It really is a hidden gem, Portland. I've never been here before, and I could see it's probably a popular place for people to retire. A lot of work opportunities that are available that I've heard about in the town, so that's a big positive as well. I can tell you that the internet connection here is terrific, and the people were very friendly, like most country towns. So once again, if you did like the video, by all means, click on that like button or that thumbs up icon, and please consider subscribing. Subscribing does not cost you 1 cent, and it helps out the channel immensely. But most importantly, stay safe, commute safe, and have a great day.